Welcome to the update on the MCH Regional Community Participation Plan 2023. My name is Ira Farley. I'm a health educator for perinatal reproductive health in the maternal child health service area at the OSDH. Again, thank you for reaching out to your local communities with family planning activities this year out in your county health departments and contract agency clinics. In this picture, the person's thinking, many things affect females and males' health, play a role in having a healthy baby. Let us now look at part 2 of the Regional Community Participation Plan. The agenda will focus on wrapping up the RCPP for 2022 and going over the RCPP basic components, the goals, objectives, activities, county health departments, locations, date, staff, and documentation. We're nearing the end of this year's cycle. There are 3 basic outcomes for your RCPP 2022. The green light represents 100%. Our region met all the minimum requirements. The amber light, or 1% to 99%, means that our region partially completed the minimum requirements. Part 3, or the red light, our region did not complete any activities. Now, the minimum requirements for the RCPP include 2 implemented activities per year per region for community engagement and participation, for education, and for promotion for the family planning. At the end of the year, you need to fill out the end of year report. It's a simple document that would take maybe 5 minutes to complete. It includes the DNM's name, your region number, what year you're reporting for, and did you meet the minimum requirements. The questions that we're asking, or that are important information for us and for you, is what worked well? What obstacles did you encounter, if any? And what improvements can be added for future activities? By clicking on the hyperlink here at the bottom left of the slide, if you click on it, it will open up directly to this form that you see on the right side of the slide. The RCPP is primarily a family planning Title X tool that ensures that collaborative planning and community engagement, education, and promotion activities take place. This is how we document the Title X that we are reaching the requirements that they have set out for us. And this is the page 1 of the plan, which is just basic information: your region number, director's name, DNM's name, the counties in your region, and important are the staff responsible for the documentation for the RCPP itself, the CARS activities, and the FPQI activity. It also includes verbiage from Title X, talking about the community participation plan, and then the 5 components or sections that we need to work through. Title X has 4 mandatory components: collaborative planning and community engagement, education, promotion, and the family planning quality improvement measure. Now, there's an optional reporting is the infant mortality reduction, which really belongs under MCH. It's not exclusively Title X, but it includes Title X and Title V, but we just say MCH. Let's look at each section: collaborative planning and community engagement, education, promotion, family planning quality improvement measure, and infant mortality reduction. You notice They all have the similar format. We're going to work through one section just to get a feel for it. In the collaborative planning community engagement, you notice that at the very bottom of these slides, it says projected. Everything on there is projected, and it could change. For example, COVID changed a lot of things at the health departments regarding the community participation plans. That's why it's large, it's projected. Okay. Just regarding projected, if during the implementation phase the projected activities changed and you don't have to go back and edit the RCPP again. Instead, just report the activities in CARS. See, what we're looking, the CARS reporting that we'll get to in a little while is paramount, especially if your projected activities change. It's just recorded in the CARS that you've met your minimum requirements. Also, you'll notice that there are 2 goals here for each of these, with the exception of the family planning quality improvement measure. It doesn't mean that you have to list 2 goals. In fact, most regions only list 1 goal with 2 activities, but on occasion, regions have listed 2 goals. So if you have the same goal for both activities in the goal section, just write same and then continue filling out the form. Okay, let's look at this section. The goal in the collaborative planning, for example, receive community participation engagement that contributes to the development, implementation, and/or evaluation of the Title X program. Objective, utilize local advisory group or coalition, or utilize other methods to gather input on family planning program. Activity, schedule and facilitate quarterly advisory group that includes a family planning component. County health departments list the county where the activity or activities take place. Some regions have all of their health departments be involved with this part of the plan. And so they list every health department in their region. The event location includes the town and the building location. For example, maybe you're having a meeting at the health department, maybe at a community center, or high school, or a hospital in one of their educational rooms there. The month, just abbreviate like January, JAN, April, APR. That's good enough. And if there are multiple months that you're doing something, or more than one, then just write those in the same way. For the staff, just include their title and abbreviate their title, like DNM, CN, APRN, AA. I think you know what I mean by these. These are common abbreviations in the health departments. District nurse manager, coordinating nurse, advanced practice, registered nurse, administrative assistant. Now, the documentation part, we've already written in CARS because that's how you're reporting to maternal child health services. But in addition to that, how did you document for your actual activity? Most commonly, people use sign-in sheets, rosters, or agenda. Okay, for the education part, it's going to be similar to what we just did. However, we have one other component of this education, that's called evaluation. Notice it's documented in cars. It says include family planning staff, people who have helped with the development and planning, and especially staff who implemented the activity to take part in the evaluation. Discuss these questions. Did the activity meet its objective? What worked well? What can be improved? And was there any audience feedback? Okay, let's look at the promotion. It's similar to the education and the community engagement. Family planning quality improvement measure. Kamisha will deal with this topic in the FPQI presentation. Infant mortality reduction, it's done the same way as the others. Possible activities, baby showers, infant car seat, safe sleep, etc. Things to consider in filling out the RCPP. You may want to make a brand new RCPP with everything new. You may want to modify the 2022 plan for the 2023. Get input from each staff who helped out in 2022. Get input from new staff. Get input from your local community. Don't procrastinate between now and December 31st. If you're stuck in a rut, then talk with us. MCH understands that county health departments have many other program areas besides MCH. You have WIC. You have STDs. You have immunizations. Some places have dental clinics, etc. We're at the end of the year where there's a lot of competing projects that we're involved with that might make it difficult to have the community participation plan done by the 31st. If such is your situation, you might want to consider modifying the 2022 plan. Use it for the 2023. Look at it and see what needs to be tweaked in the different sections. Just communicate with us and let us know if you're not able to complete the plan, but don't wait till the end of December to say, hey, I'm having trouble. Let us know ahead of time. The approval process after the RCPP is submitted includes MCH will review and make suggested edits as needed to ensure Title 10 and MCH guidelines are in place. Kamisha and Ira will then communicate with the regional staff involved in the development of the plan. Usually this is the DNM, but not necessarily. When we feel the RCPP meets the Title 10 requirements, then the RCPP will be sent to Jill and Joyce for approval. Then Joyce and Jill will get back with us, and if there's questions or things that they feel need to be addressed, then we will then communicate with the regions as well. And once those questions or concerns have been addressed, and MCH is ready to approve the plan, the plan will be sent back to you that you can look at it one last time. Each region will then send the RCPP back as the final version to be kept on file along with the initial submission of the RCPP. So in this slide, the center section, you notice the little multicolored rope. It says new RCPP submission. If you go to the Family Planning Clinical Hub, Title 10 Family Planning Clinical Hub, under Participation Plan, you will see this icon there. Below, we have the, if you put the your cursor over the RCPP new submission link, it will open up a document for you. So you can see I'm right here. If I click on it, I'm going to have a screen that's going to pop up because it's pulling up the link. The link is going to lead to this submission form right here. It's very simple. New item, regional director's last name, what number is your region, what you're reporting for, the submission type, is it the initial or the final, and then you attach a hard copy of, in this situation, the final version. Be sure to click Save. And your RCPP is approved. When is the deadline? Yes. The deadline is December 31st of this year. It is important to submit on time. Title 10 will be audited by the feds this spring. We need to document that we are following and implementing Title 10 requirements as reflected in the MCH manual. Don't hesitate to contact Kamisha or myself. Just copy us, include us both in the email, and we will answer your questions. This concludes the VCT on the RCPP 2023 component.